everyone. Welcome to Maintaining Wellbeing During Current Events. My name is Stacey Krueger and I work for the Canadian Mental Health Association at the CMHA Wellbeing Learning Centre. And I've been invited to share some strategies that we can do during these current stressful events. We're going to use the 8 dimensions of well-being and just share just a few strategies that may be helpful. And hopefully some of them resonate with you and you will make a plan to start, incorporating some of these strategies into your day-to-day routine. So what is well-being? For me, well-being is very individual. It could be considered a quality of life. But again, during this time or during this current events, well-being is definitely individual to everybody at this time. Just to share a few definitions, it's the state of being comfortable, happy, and healthy. It can also be a sense of meaning or purpose in life, or just a general feeling of being well. And I feel during this time is that definition definitely resonates with me because just having that overall general feeling is what I need at this time. So just breathe. You are strong enough to handle your challenges, wise enough to find your solutions to your problems, and capable enough to do what needs to be done. So the 8 dimensions of well-being range from our overall physical well-being, our financial well-being, emotional and spiritual. And we can do things under each of these dimensions of well-being just to have that sense of general feeling of well. So let's get started. Let's start with our physical well-being. So when we think of physical well-being, we think of physical activity, nutrition, and sleep. So trying to plan those balanced meals, developing a sleep routine, which may be very difficult at this time due to our current schedule and lifestyle, but really important to try to maintain that. We can go for walks, maintain our overall hygiene daily, so taking a bath or a shower, washing our hair. Playing or cuddling with our pets can be very physical as well. Environmental well-being. So this is an environment where it's both pleasant and stimulating. I think it's key right now keep our space neat and clean. We're spending much more time at home, so important that we feel comfortable in it. So clean up regularly so you're not feeling overwhelmed. It's a good time to declutter. Open our blinds or curtains and let the sun shine in. Our social connection, our social well-being, very hard at this time, but there are many strategies we can do. We can call someone dear to us, email or write a letter or a card. Looking through those old photo albums or boxes and feeling that connection through looking at the old pictures. This last strategy, I think, is really a neat way to create that social connection or belonging. We can create our own short gratitude list daily. We can post it on social media. We can send it to friends via text. And encourage them to listen back. So not only are we building a social system, that short gratitude list can actually help our emotional well-being as well. Our intellectual well-being. So first of all, many of you are still taking classes online, and that's awesome to build our knowledge and skills. Other things that we can do, many people are making music during this time, writing in a journal, doing puzzles. If you're a creative person, creating some sort of art, so painting, drawing, crafting are many of the things that we can do. Our financial well-being. This can be difficult for many of us, depending on our current circumstances. But it's a time to maybe take a step back and update our budget based on our current circumstances. Just developing a plan for the future to either pay off debt, or maybe you want to make a plan to save in the future. And just setting those plans and goals can be very helpful. Depending on our current system or situation, research banking websites for ideas and programs that might be helpful to meet these goals. Or occupational well-being, so job satisfaction or personal enrichment. Again, similar to the financial well-being, this might be a good time to take a step back and go, was I happy in my last position? Do I want to return to that role? Ask yourself if there's anything else you would like to try. What do you need to get there? Do I need to start with an employment program? Do I need to take classes for training to update my skills? It's a good time to update our resume and plan for a job hunt. Our emotional well-being, so that ability to cope or develop satisfying relationships. There's many strategies that we can do to increase our overall emotional well-being. I think the key of many of these strategies shared here is just being gentle with yourself, or being kind to yourself during this time. I was talking with a girlfriend over the weekend, and she was sharing that she was doubting herself as a mom and as a full-time worker. And, I just replied, there's no standard right now. So really important just to be kind and gentle to ourselves and practice that healthy self-care. Our spiritual well-being is the eighth dimension of well-being. So, thinking about our purpose, our passion, reflecting on our values during this current situation, and think of creative ways to honor them. We can view online services or meditation, or maybe connect to music that's, similar to our spiritual side. So it would be important to practice one strategy under the 8 dimensions of well-being, but if we make a plan to incorporate 1 or 2 strategies, I think that's a huge start to feeling better during these uncertain times. So we tend to forget that happiness doesn't come as a result of getting something we don't have, but rather of recognizing and appreciating what we do have. I want to end this short little video with a couple supports available at CMHA. So we have our Service Navigation Hub for essential information on resources, services, and rights. The above number, 204-775-6442, is how you can access the Service Navigation Hub. We also have our peer support services. So our peer support services is your chance to talk to someone that has lived experience. Her role is to listen It's not a formal therapy, but it's an amazing program to access and just have someone listen to you. And that number is 204-982-6113. So thank you, and I hope you're able to maintain your overall well-being during these current events.